Everybody, I figured I'd make another tips and quick info video considering the first one got some positive feedback for Save the World. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and maybe there'll be something in this one that you guys didn't know as well. So enjoy. Even if you're not an Outlander, you can still hit these charge fragments and it'll give you a movement speed boost, and it'll mark it on the map for an Outlander that might be in your group to find. So it usually seems like whenever you need to do a whack-a-troll, they're impossible to find, but basically to help you guys out when you're looking for them, when you see blue glow that's kind of like sitting in a peculiar spot, like out in the open, or usually if it's surrounded by mobs or husks or whatever, chances are that's probably going to be a troll. If it's up on like a cliff or like inside a building or in a corner somewhere, 99% chance that it's not going to be a troll. So just kind of look around for that kind of stuff when you're looking for one. So I mentioned in other videos that, in case you didn't know, making an Outlander is the best way to farm materials and nuts and bolts and things like that. There's a chance that you'll find double of the resource, but check this out. By using the anti-material punch right there, almost 90 nuts and bolts, and it cleared out that whole area. So keep that in mind. If you don't already have an Outlander, make one and use it at least as your character to farm nuts and bolts and metal and whatever you need. So when you're running around farming materials and like city or industrial zones, keep your eye out for like stacks of pipes and stuff will give you metal and nuts and bolts. I know I'm full, but that would have given me like, I don't know, 20 some. Same thing with stacks of bricks, stacks of planks and wood, stuff like that. It only takes like a second to hit it, so it's worth it when you're passing them by. So something that took me a while to figure out is if you're on the end screen, like the victory screen, if you're ever wondering how people are getting out of that so quickly, it's because they're hitting the B button or whatever that equivalent would be on PlayStation and PC. It skips the animation. You could do it twice, once at the chest reward and once at the XP reward, which is right there. And then also, if you're ever wondering what the thumbs up button does, if they did a decent job, if your group did a decent job, you should always do thumbs up and for everybody else, because there's a chance that if you get a thumbs up and whatever, you'll get double the reward. So 12 lightning would be 24 lightning. So it's like a free mission, basically. So I know I may have mentioned this before, but mutant missions are the missions that have modifiers on them. They're the ones with the purple clouds over them. They give you a bonus reward if you see that timed icon. This one right here would be a good one to do because it's 12 drops of rain as a bonus, and then you get regularly pure drops of rain. So you get like 20 some drops of rain. So you can do up to 10 of those a day. So something to keep in mind. Consider the use of campfires. If you're having trouble with hit points and stuff like that, they're way cheaper to make than healing pads. They're more effective. You can just throw them down during downtime. You can make them in bulk and heal yourself up as well as everybody else near it.
Shelter is under attack.
If you zoom in on something like this, like an anomaly, it'll show you the reward, and the reward is metal, so this should give me metal and nuts and bolts. When you're doing an anomaly, you can use a projectile weapon like a rocket launcher to get the ones that are up in the air, and then use your pickaxe for the ones that are down low. I find it just more convenient than building all the way up to the ones that are up in the sky. Additionally, if you're doing a mission like, you know, any mission really, and you see a miscellaneous encampment laying around, use your gun to zoom in and see what the reward is. If you're low on like wood or stone or metal, sometimes those are just worth doing. You'll get like 200 or 300 depending on what level zone you're in of that resource, as well as like nuts and bolts if it's metal or planks if it's wood. So I don't have a clip for this last tip, so I just put this one in there again. But anyways, one thing I did want to talk about is when you're transitioning from skill trees like 2 to 3 or 3 to 4, especially 3 to 4, you should save your skill points. Like, it wouldn't be uncommon for you to save over 100 skill points from 3 to 4 when you're in skill tree 3 waiting to get Twine Peaks unlocked. Don't just spend your skill points on random crap. Save them up so that when it is unlocked, you can get everything you need.